Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of the question and answer video that I filmed a little over a month ago now. I meant to do part 2 like right after, but then life got a little bit hectic. I did tell you guys that I was like married since then, so hey. Had a whole lot of questions that I did not get to on the last one. I have a whole bunch of questions still screenshotted that I want to get to. I am not prepared for this at all. I don't remember what any of the questions were. I don't remember which questions I answered in the last one, so I might be editing out some answers because oops. Also, comment down below if you guys want me to do a like married themed question and answer video, or if you guys have a whole bunch of questions now that you know that I'm married and you are one of my Milso viewers. If you have questions about that, I want to do a whole like Q&A on that topic. I also have, I think it's like 1 or 2 pre-filmed videos from over a year ago still, if I can find them. I don't know if I still have them, about like all of the paperwork involved with getting married in the military, so I will get to all of that, but let's get to these questions here. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram already, you should. I'm way more active on Instagram. You can definitely reach me there through like DMs, comments, YouTube. Sometimes I slack a little bit, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like get better at it, but it's been crazy hectic. Victoria Marks asked, what are your long-term fitness goals and what motivates you the most? So my current long-term fitness goals would be to just lose 10 to 15 pounds and take it seriously. I know that like I'm always posting like all these photos of myself where I look great. Like, I'm not gonna deny that I love how I look most of the time, but I have so many days where I'm not happy with myself at the moment. Like, I'm still strong, I still see all of the gains that I've made, but I really wanna like just, you know, cut into those gains because I feel like I look a little bit fluffy right now and it's summertime and I would like to look a little bit leaner. And also I found some photos from when I had like pretty much abs in 2015 before I broke my foot, and ever since then I feel like I've slacked off a little bit just to be able to see my gains without like flexing hardcore, like twisting and doing all the Insta model things that people do to look their best on the internet. Oh, and what motivates me the most is past me and my goals for future me, knowing that I have looked more shredded than I do right now. I know that my body can achieve that level of leanness. It's not like looking at somebody else's photos and being like, oh man, I wish I looked like that, because I know that I have literally, I looked like that and now I don't. I've made more booty gains since then, so like that's great, but like that's my inspiration. Also, like obviously all of the awesome fitness people that I follow on the internet, you know, all of their booties are goals and all of their abs are goals. They're just goals. How long have you and your boyfriend been together? Husband, when you asked this actually, hey. And was it hard to adjust to him being in the military? This was asked by Yesenia Fabiola. 7 years, our like dating anniversary is coming up and he's gonna be out in the field because Army. What else is new? But we've known each other since 2007. And we've pretty much been like dating since then. Like, we dated a little bit, then we weren't dating and we were just friends, and then we started dating again, and then we got married, and like there's all these dates involved, like our old date and our old dating date and then our married date, and there's just forever. And was it hard to adjust to him being in the military? Oh gosh, this was like 3 years ago now. It was a little rough. I always knew that it's what he wanted to do. Like, he always said like, I'm gonna join the military, I'm gonna join, but then he was like in school and like postponing it, and then literally one day he just showed up and told me, hey, I joined. I was like, okay. What? And he used to want to join the Navy. His like goal was to be like a Navy SEAL, but then he ended up joining the Army, and I was like, wait, what? What's going on here? So I always knew that that's what he was gonna do, and it was never like ideal. I never really was like, yeah, I can't wait until you join the military and like go on deployments and stuff. So excited. But once he joined, obviously I cried, and then he actually left and I cried, and I started making these videos on YouTube, my Diary of an Army Girlfriend series, and I feel like I adjusted relatively quickly. I don't know. It's been so long that it's kind of hard to put myself back in that place of adjusting. At this point, it's just like, that's what our life has been like for a while now. How many times before you get the perfect belfie snap from our adventure page? Girl, you don't even know. Like, If you guys think that I just take one picture and that's the one that's gonna go on the internet, no, no, no. I mean, if you guys can see from there, you know, if this happens to you guys too, you will sit there or stand there, whatever, and take like 200 pictures, and then when you go through them all, the second or third one is the best one. Why does that happen? Why did I bother taking the other 200 photos if the second one was fine? Why did I think that wasn't good enough at first? Just, I take a lot of pictures. There's a lot of pictures on my computer. I need to like go through my computer and delete like thousands and I literally have thousands of photos. I think I'm almost at 6 digits, if not over 6 digits, especially with like my photography work combined with my like social media aim. Just, oh my God. I'm like running out of room on all of my hard drives. It's a problem. Blissful Bohemian asked, do you recommend learning Russian? My hubs is Russian and tells me it's not worth it. I mean, if he's Russian, I think that it'd be pretty cool if you could like communicate with him in his language, especially like if his family speaks the language and there's like a language barrier with all of that. Sergio being Colombian, I took years of Spanish in school and I'm not perfect at it. I get the gist of things. I'm not really the best at like having full conversations. I understand better than I can speak. I actually have the app Duolingo, not sponsored. Duolingo is a great app for learning languages. Sergio learned Italian through it pretty much, other than in school, and I mean to be doing better on Duolingo. I'm actually trying to learn Italian on Duolingo instead of like fixing up my Spanish. And Sergio actually did Rosetta Stone to learn Russian. Learning languages is amazing. I always say that like I wish that I was like, what are they called, a polyglot who can speak like 50 languages perfectly fine. Like that is goals. I wish that I was better with languages. I do know English, Russian, Spanish is kind of like shaky, Italian is kind of like and I know like a couple of phrases in Hebrew and oddly enough a little bit of Korean, and I also know how to say I love you in like 15 languages. Languages in general, I think it's totally worth it. I never think it's a problem to like learn another language. I will say Russian is probably a more difficult language to learn because it does have the Cyrillic alphabet, so like you can't just look at the letters and know what they mean. We have a letter that looks like this. Have letters that are almost identical, and I'm not even that good at like figuring out where they interchange in words. And we also have these two symbols, which are not actual like they're letters, but they mean soft sign and hard sign, and they like tell you how to enunciate the letter that comes before them, if it's a soft sound or a hard sound. Just, I'm not that good at like spelling or writing in Russian. Like I can understand it, I can speak it, I can read it kind of like slowly. Writing it, I'm not good at it. And also I have a weird like Moscow accent, which makes me spell wrong when I'm writing. I don't realize that I'm making O sounds sound like A sounds, which is kind of like my New York accent. Just being embodied in Russian, it's a difficult language. Amber in Progress asked, how did you and Sergio meet, or how do you get guns like yours because my arms are sad? I answered how we met in the last Q&A and how did I get guns like these, which, wow, can they look any less gun-like when I do this with this lighting? Like, where is it? Oh my God. Oh, they're still sore. Lots of picking up heavy things and putting them back down. Check out my videos on all of my like workout routines. I have a beginner arm routine video, which I will have pop up right over here, that I did with my friend Jennifer. So you guys should check that out. Your arms will be dead after that, and maybe you'll have guns like mine. I'm gonna go to my DMs now. Someone asked me, detox tea? They were responding to a picture of Lada's face. No thank you to the detox teas. You don't need to, I'm good. It's Fatula asked, oh, what's it been like having your own photography business? Honestly, a struggle, especially since moving down here to North Carolina. Most of my work has been back in New York whenever I'm visiting. There's a lot of competition here, and it's kind of hard to market yourself when you're going up against people who are willing to do the same work that you do for free, when I value myself as somebody who is worth more than just my time. Like, my time is money. So it's been a little bit difficult to get myself up and running down here. If you guys are in the Fort Bragg or Fayetteville area and you're interested in getting your photos done, I do all different kinds of photo shoots, from like a lookbook, couple sessions, family sessions, pictures of your dogs. I love shooting boudoir sessions. I do events, all of everything, whatever you want done, I'm capable of doing. You can check out my photography Instagram. It's Julie Borovyov. I'll have it linked in the description box down below as always. So if you guys are interested in getting pictures done by me, you get to hang out with me, you get some beautiful photos out of it. I am running like mini session specials right now, like a 15-20 minute photo session to get myself out there down here, you know? So if you guys are interested in some pictures and want to hang out, definitely go DM me or email me at the contact for my photography account and let's set up some photo shoots. I would love to shoot you guys. That'd be so cool. I swear I had more screenshots of questions from you guys, but like I can't find them. So I'm gonna ask you guys on Instagram stories. They actually just made a new thing, like an ask me anything button. So I'm gonna do that and see what you guys come up with. Hopefully some of you are like on Instagram right now. It like crashed earlier today and it's like getting later on into the Friday evening that I'm filming on, and I feel like normal people are getting ready to go out and have a good time, and I'm sitting here just talking to a camera. Actually, I thought that I would re-answer a question from my last Q&A. It was, what was my favorite place I've ever traveled to? And I did say Montauk, which is 100% one of my like top places that I've traveled to. But I then remembered like I've been other places than just New York. So places that I have gotten on a plane to get to. Hawaii was freaking amazing. I do have a 3-part travel vlog series on my channel. Honestly, whenever I think of like my favorite videos that I've ever put out there, those 3 come to mind. Those are like, I love travel vlogs, and watching those back, I just get so happy. I know that it's like me reliving my own memories, but I feel like I did a really good job on those, especially since I was there to be shooting a wedding for my friends. So I was preoccupied with that, but I still managed to vlog, and then I stayed there a little bit longer. And that trip was just, I saw so much, I did so many things. And then when I came home back to New York, I quit my job because I was so inspired and like felt like a girl boss. I read Girl Boss on the plane to Hawaii, and like I came back and I was like, I quit. My trip to Hawaii, hands down, one of the best times of my life. I wish I stayed there longer. My friends really like, they went above and beyond to make my experience memorable, and they just took me everywhere, showed me all the local stuff, and we didn't like, there's still so much left to do in Hawaii. There's other islands in Hawaii. There's like a black sand beach, I'm pretty sure, that I really want to go to. I think it's one of the other islands. So I need to go back. I need to take Sergio there because it was just such an amazing place. I love Hawaii. And I also love Italy. Italy has been beautiful both times I've been there, and I still haven't seen so much of Italy. The architecture there is beautiful. The pizza's delicious. The gelato is just to die for. The fact that they don't have iced coffee though, not my favorite aspect of Italy, but we can look past that. I really want to go back and see the southern half of Italy because I've already done like Venice, Florence, Rome, Pisa, Cinque Terre, a whole bunch of other places. I've been to Rome twice. I've been to a lot of places in northern Italy, and I just want to see like the southern half. Amber Marie 72 asked, what is one of your favorite childhood vacations? So Italy and Hawaii and Montauk are all like, after me being 18, I guess. Is 18 the cutoff for childhood vacations? Been to Israel a couple of times, and those are always fun because I get to see family that I have there and we explore. And I think the last time I was there, I think I was 15 the last time that I went to Israel. So is that considered a childhood vacation? We did like a bunch of touristy stuff, like we went to go see the Dead Sea, we explored like Haifa and Tel Aviv, and we went to Masada, and you know, I got to see family, friends, all that stuff. So that's definitely a good memory. Other than that, we used to go to my family home in the Poconos a lot when I was a child, and like that home there is just, it kind of encapsulates that feeling of childhood to me, because like whenever we would go there, we would go fishing, blueberry picking, going out onto the lake. There was this like arcade family fun center there that closed down since then. It was kind of like Chuck E. Cheese, but it wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was better, and we only really went there. Even going to Walmart and Kmart there was like exciting for me, because we don't even have those in New York, at least not in like the city. I'm pretty sure the first Walmart that you can go to is like out in Long Island, and there's a Kmart in Penn Station, and it's the worst Kmart on the face of the planet. But just going out into the woods was always really fun for me as a child. So if that can count, just going to like my family vacation home in the woods and just enjoying lake life, wood life, nature, doing all that stuff. It's funny that like out of all the vacations that I've been on, even as a child, like I love going to the house in the woods. It's only like 2 hours away. When like I went to like Disneyland or World or both. I think I went to both. And like all the Caribbean islands that I've been to, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And like Canada and Mexico and like all these things that I've done, and I'm like, yep, going to the house in the woods. Tatiana Dawn 96 asked, how tall are you? How tall do you guys think I am? I'm curious if I look taller or shorter, but I'm 5'6". Sometimes I wish I was just a little bit shorter so I could wear higher heels and not tower over the entire population, but it's okay. 5'6" is a fine height. She also asked, name your go-to lipstick shade for every day. MAC Twig. Hands down, MAC Twig. Surprisingly, not wearing it right now. This is a Kat Von D lipstick. Don't remember the name of it. Tatiana Don also asked, girl, thank you for all of these questions. You're both Russian. Can you speak the language pretty fluently? Да, я могу говорить по-русски. Я не люблю говорить по-русски, потому что это мой первый язык. Ну, я говорю по-английски better. See, that was like one of those moments where the word disappeared. Although I do have this fun random fact. Since Russian was my first language, I don't remember what other words that this happens to, but there's some words that they're just in my brain in Russian and I have to translate them back into English, which is so weird because like English is my, like, it's my native language at this point, even though I learned Russian first. The word caviar, I just did it. I feel like I mentioned this in a vlog once, but the word caviar, in my head, I think of it in Russian and it's ikra, and then I do ikra is fish eggs, and fish eggs are caviar. That's the way that my brain processes that. But yeah, I'm fluent in Russian. It takes me a minute to speak it, especially if I'm just like trying to think of a sentence off the top of my head and it's not like in a conversation. But да, я могу говорить по-русски, и у меня есть московский акцент, потому что мой папа из Москвы, и я акаю, instead of окаю. Я не так хорошо говорю по-русски. Yeah, so maybe I'll subtitle that for all the people who are like, what on earth is she saying? I had some people, I think I asked for questions once before, or just some people were like commenting on random pictures that I should do like a video in Russian. Please explain to me if you're one of those people. What fun would that be if you didn't know what the heck I was saying? Like just watching me babble in another language, like, вам это нравится? Почему? Я не понимаю. Questions are still coming in, but I think that I'm gonna wrap up this Q&A and then I'm gonna be doing a like military specific Q&A. I think I mentioned this in the beginning when I started filming this, but I don't remember at this point anymore. I also want to do like a fitness specific Q&A, so keep your eyes out for those. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. If you did, make sure you leave it a nice big thumbs up for me so that I know that you want to see more, because I really enjoy doing these videos. They're really fun. I love being able to like answer you guys' questions, as the name Q&A implies. Make sure you leave this video a nice big thumbs up for me, and of course I would love to keep up with you guys across all of my social media platforms, especially on Instagram, because that's where I typically ask. I'm like falling off the couch. How am I falling off the, like, what? On Instagram is where I typically ask for questions for Q&As and all that stuff, and I'm super active on there, and I always like try to get back to every single DM and comment and everything, so make sure you're following me. I have links to all my social media in the description box down below, and of course, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you totally should. I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!